All right, hello, all you night readers. How's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well tonight. I certainly hope you're all doing well. All right. So, let's see. Let's see if we can see. There we go. There we are. Nice. All right, let's see what our theme of the next 24 hours will be. What's our theme going to be? That one right there looks good. Okay. Casting a long shadow. Casting a long shadow. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Does that mean you're like late in life? When you cast a long shadow, the sun is going down. I'm not sure. I certainly hope it doesn't mean I'm late in life at this point. But I could be. You never know. You never know. So. All right. Hey, beautiful Aries and Pinky Lee. Hello, hello. How are you guys? It's good to see you. Our theme for the next 24 hours is casting a long shadow. Yeah, you can see that. I'm not really sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Not sure. Maybe it's a long shadow of protection. Or maybe it's a long shadow because the sun is setting on your life. God only knows. What's coming towards you? Yay, Pinky Lee. What is coming towards you? Callie Garcia, how are you over on Facebook? It's good to see you. Thanks for coming. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it. I see you have a question too. I will definitely get right to that. All right. So let's get started, huh? What is coming towards you? All right. Hey, kitty cat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. Good to have you here as always. What is coming towards you, Pinky Lee? Well, it looks like something with your job. Something with your job is going to become very serious. Something's going to end up being really serious, and something you're gonna stop doing whatever it is that you're doing. You may not leave the company, or you may not leave the job itself, but if you're working on something specific, then you may stop doing that, and then you'll move on. Death and rebirth, so you will move on at that point. But the Ten of Swords says that it's not going to be a really good end. This end here is not going to be good. It could be, painful. It could be, just you feeling really defeated at the end of it. Yeah. The High Priestess is also telling me that you need to have patience and understanding about this. If you think hard about it, you'll get an idea of what's going on, and you'll understand it. You'll understand it, the High Priestess is saying. But you definitely have to have patience and that understanding. So I'm not sure if that's really a great thing, Pinky, or not. I don't think it was one of my best readings. The reading's right. I mean, I just don't think it was one of the best answers for somebody. All right, Callie's over on Facebook says, hi. I would like to know if my boyfriend and I will start having better communication with each other, because as of now, it is not good. Hello, beautiful Aries. I see your question. I do see your question. So that's a good thing. All right. Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome, Pinky. I don't know if you're welcome or you should be like not happy with me. I don't know. That was not the reading I was hoping for. I was hoping for all sunshine and rainbows, right? So, yeah. All right. So, is your relationship with your boyfriend going to get better? Is the communication going to get better? Because it's not good right now. Okay, there. I've shuffled that in. It is what it is, all right. Boy, don't we know that, huh? Don't we all know that? Okay. So, Callie. Yeah, I see where things are not great right now with your communication because you are trying to do too many things at once. You're just trying to do too many things at once, and you really can't figure out how to balance them all. You can't get them to balance like you want them to. So I do see a change coming. You're at a turning point in life, and I do see a change coming. Now, I don't know how close you and your boyfriend are. I don't know what kind of relationship you guys have exactly, or how, but you're telling me that the communication is really bad and, it's not good. I do see changes coming. Hey, CM, welcome. Yeah, I do see a change. I do see where you have to make a decision and you have a lot of things to decide from, right? There's lots of cups up there, 7 of them, and you have a lot of things to decide from. It looks like you've done a lot of work to get here. You've planted all the seeds and you've watched, the relationship start to grow, but now it looks like it's coming to a burning halt. It looks like, again, some unexpected change. This is a change and a turning point, right? And this is an unexpected change. So you've got change in 2 spots. Honestly, I don't see where you guys are really going to stay together a whole lot longer. I think one of you is going to call it quits and move on, and the other one, the other one's going to have decisions to make, what they want to do. It was good that you worked so hard on the relationship, but I just don't see where it's actually going to work out. I see, the lightning is definitely splitting this apart, and I think I kind of see that with the 2 of you. All right, Callie. So that is what I see. All right. Boy, I am just the bearer of bad news tonight, aren't I? Yahoo. All right, beautiful Aries. Let's see if I do better for you. You finally blocked communications with your ex. How will my love life go after this? I think I made the right choice. I felt like it was needed. Hey, Mendy, welcome. It's good to see you. Callie said, real quick, Callie says, it honestly feels like it's coming to an end. So, yeah, I absolutely agree. I agree 100%. I don't like to have to say that, but the Tower card at the end really kind of made it clear that things were splitting up. You could see the lightning split the Tower, right? And if the Tower is your relationship, then it split up the relationship. So I don't know if that's a good thing for you or a bad thing for you. I don't know if you were looking to move on or he was looking to move on, or maybe both of you. Maybe we're both looking to move on. Yeah, Czar, that's very true. Czar says the Tower card for him is similar, and it is very similar. All right, so, oh, beautiful Aries, this is great. I'm seeing wonderful things, really wonderful things. I see good things, and I see more good things. Finally, something good, right? So I see where you had to make a decision. You came to a crossroads, right? You came to a crossroads. The crossroads was, do I block or don't I block? Very simple. And that's exactly what this is telling me. This is giving me just a tiny little bit of backstory saying, yes, that's what's going on. Should she block or should she not block? And one bird's winning over the other. And they're trying to tell you. So I definitely see that. I can see where that was the choice you had to make. And like I said, that was the crossroads you came to. The Knight of Pentacles is telling me, of course, that things are not going to go quickly. They won't go quickly, that's for sure. The Knight of Pentacles is always someone who is very cautious, very tentative, very slow moving, right? Always slow moving. Has to think about things many, many times before they actually make a decision and actually move forward. The world, though, the world is happiness and completion and joy and success. It could also mean traveling the world, right? I don't think you're traveling the world right yet, but I think, joy and success are going to be good. I think those are great things, right? Those are great things. The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, you got the Knight of Pentacles. Now you've got the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is telling me that, you're looking for somebody who is adventurous, somebody who's going to, spend time with you and do things outdoors, kind of an outdoorsy type of person. Somebody who may take risks a little more than they should, but they're adventurous. And that's what you want. You want some adventure in life. And I feel like it's going to end up you're going to end up with a relationship that lasts for a long time. With the lovers, I see that being, you guys end up finding a soulmate, right? You've made that choice, and then you ended up with the soulmate here. This is a strong love, right? Strong love of the two people. And that's what you got. So that is pretty good. That's pretty good, beautiful Aries. I'm happy with that one. I think you're happy with it too. You think you've already found him. There you go. Is he adventurous? He has to be adventurous. Hey, Fairy Wren, welcome. Missed you the past few days. Glad you're back. Oh.
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear you. Could you?
Every time I say that, Siri has to say something. Hey, Vic. Haven't seen you either in a few days. I hope you are well. Hope everybody's doing good. Yeah. He is. See, he is adventurous, beautiful Aries. That's a good thing. I'm telling you. It's going to only end in good, oh my gosh, in good things. It will only end in happiness and joy, it looked like. The Lover's card, right? How could you get anything better than that in a love reading? Yeah. Yes, I haven't changed. I just didn't change it. I'm sorry. I saw Mendy had a question. And there it is. I just didn't get to change it. I'm sorry. Thank you, though. Thanks. I appreciate that. So Mendy wants to know, what actions will Aries take towards me next week? Yeah, we all missed you. We all knew something wasn't right. What action will the Aries take towards you next week? Okay. Let us see. Oof. All right. I can't get a good reading. I only got a good reading for beautiful Aries so far. I don't see where it's going to be a very good action next week for the Aries. I don't know how much of a relationship the two of you have, Mendy. I don't know how much relationship that is. If it's, you know, like this super strong, we've been together for 10 years kind of relationship, or is it, you know, oh, well, we've been together for like 10 minutes and I just want to know if anything's going to happen. Because what I'm seeing, based on your question, what actions will he take? The action he's going to take is he's got somebody else and he wants you to leave. Basically, he's a soulmate. Oh, gosh. This card is really telling me differently, right? The Eight of Cups says that somebody is letting go and somebody else is walking away. One person's letting go and one person's walking away. And you can't go back. There's no going back because the cups are all lined up. The cups are all lined up here in between the person leaving and the two people. Now, on the plus side, this could also mean, hey, Christina, this could also mean this is you and your Aries and somebody else is finally moving out of the picture. That could be too. So think about that. You know, was there somebody else that was in the, you know, that was there an ex for you or an ex for him that was still kind of getting in touch with you guys or something to that effect, and they're finally stopping? Because that could be it too. This could be the two of you back here all happy, and this could be like one of your exes going away. Yeah, that makes more sense. There you go. All right. I can change my tune in the middle of a card. It's my prerogative, right? The Queen of Pentacles just shows me that you are very calm. You're very relaxed. You're laid back, right? You're the kind of person who's just, yeah, taking it as it comes, because you know things are good for you. Now, the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords again is just showing me that there's somebody who feels hurt. Somebody who feels hurt and they are walking away. They're just trying to get away from that hurt. And again, it could be the same as this, where the two of you are now together. You know, you guys are real close and you're tight. And an ex of some sort, you know, this could be his ex and this could be your ex, or vice versa, you know, either way. But yeah, I think this is basically telling me the same thing. I don't think it's telling me that the two of you are having a painful ending. I think it's more of somebody feels like they were defeated. Hey, Playboy Bunny, welcome. Somebody feels like they were defeated and now they have to leave. Because the two of you are together and they weren't happy about it, but now they've kind of had to come to terms with it. They just don't have a choice, right? And that means that, you know, everything with them ends and everything with the two of you starts new, right? With the Death card. It's, you know, in the other deck, it's called Death and Rebirth, right? So, you know, you have the death part of it, which is the ending of something. And then you have the rebirth, which is the starting of something. So the ending of something, of course, is these bad relationships that the two of you had. And the new thing that's starting, of course, is your relationship. And your relationship is going well. I do see that you have now come to a spot where it feels like this is destiny to you. You feel like you and your Aries are destined to be together, right? You already said soulmates, and I heard that part already. But you feel like that's your destiny. That was something that was, this was set up by some higher power than you. So that's what I think. That is what I think, Mendy. All right. So that's what I got. Oh, what else do we have? Vicky said, what's coming towards me in love? What is coming towards you in love? So, what is coming towards you in love, Vic? All right, let's see what we got. Let us see. Let us see. Yeah, you're very welcome, Andy. You are welcome. So I see that, things are going to move fast, and there is going to be somebody who is coming towards you. Some type of romantic partnership somewhere, something that you're both mutually attracted to with each other. There's going to be a mutual attraction, and it's going to happen quickly. But as quick as it comes, it's going to go. It's going to come and go just as quickly. Because you're going to, it's going to cause you anxiety. It's going to cause you stress. There's going to be things in this relationship that are not good. Like, that this person is very destructive, right? They're very aggressive, and you're not going to like that. You're not going to like that in a relationship, and that's going to give you a feeling of things not going well. So I think as soon as it comes in, it'll, maybe one date or two, and then back out again. And then, the Ace of Swords shows me that you're going to get a fresh start at that point. You're going to have a very clear idea of where you want to move on to after this. And that's going to require some big changes, right? Some big changes and you're going to have to tear down some of the old stuff and rebuild. And rebuild from the start. Work with, use your talents, work with what you have, and rebuild. And I think that's what this message is kind of telling me. Yeah, somebody's coming, but it's going to be real fast, and it's going to be fleeting. A fleeting moment. And then something else is going to happen. Something, better will happen. Something better will start for you. Okay, Vic, that's what I see. That is what I see. All right. So, Christina, hope you're doing well over there on Facebook. I hope. I would like to know if my sister Yvette will get locked up next week when she has to report because her probation got all the proof. I feel that proves she's a liar and hasn't been doing what she's supposed to do. All right. So will she get locked up next week? Will she end up in jail or somewhere? Drug rehab or something. Something that's going to help her, right? And then I think Playboy Bunny had a question too. I see it. Yep. I see your question as well. Yep. Good. All right. All right. So, will your sister get locked up? Oh, Yvette. What has she gotten herself into now? I bet you that's what you say every day, right? Yeah, you're welcome, Vic. You're very welcome, Vic. I'm always glad to do readings for you. I haven't had real success in anything real happy tonight, but except for beautiful Aries. All right, again, I don't see where she can really... Yeah, Playboy Bunny is next. Absolutely. I see. Yeah, this was up before her over on Facebook, by the way, Pinky. That's why I took it first. But anyhow, so yeah, I see where Yvette is not... She's unstable right now. She's really unstable. You know? And that's basically what the problem is. You know, she's very, very unstable. She thinks everything is fine. She thinks everything is perfectly fine. And I do see where she is going to probably get locked up. I see where she is going to spend some time alone. As you can see here with the Hermit, and he's all by himself. So yeah, I do see where he's going to spend some time alone. The Ace of Cups tells me that she will actually find some emotional release because of it. You know, it may all come flooding out to her. Everything may come flooding out. She may just, you know, this may happen and she just may burst into tears and all her emotions will finally come out. Maybe. It's a big maybe, but it's a maybe. You did get the star, and the star is hope. And again, I think this is you. I think you are hopeful. I think you're hopeful of her getting some healing. I think that's all you want, of course, is for your sister to heal. And that's the hope. And so I really see that as being the star card for you. You know, inspiration, peace, right? You want things to be peaceful. You want her to be inspired. You want her to heal. And you have hope of that. So, yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you, Christina. That's what I'm seeing for you, but I'm also seeing for her, right? Yeah, she will cry if she had to do years, not months. Absolutely. Absolutely she will. That's for sure. All right. Playboy Bunny, you're funny. What's going on with my love life, or lack thereof? Come on, let's get a good reading. Let's get a good reading, right? Let's get something good. What's going on with your love life or non-love life, or... All right. Christina says over on Facebook, yes, I want her best, and being away from everyone else will be best. Especially at this time, right? When things are not good. Oh, look at all the happy and the love. You got the Two of Cups, Playboy Bunny. You got the Three of Cups. You got the Sun. You got the Five of Cups. All right, fine. But yeah, you got some great stuff here. You really did. So yeah, I think you have somebody coming to you that is a friend right now. They're a friend now. And it turns into something a little bit more. You know, it starts to grow. Where's that growth card, right? The seven of Pentacles when I need it. You know, something comes out of this friendship and brings two of you closer together. You're still friends, but then you have this new partnership, right? There's this mutual attraction between the two of you, and things turn romantic. You have the sun, and the sun is a wonderful card, telling you, you have joy, you have happiness, you'll have the warmth. You'll feel warm inside, and that's a good feeling, right? Feeling all warm inside. The King of Wands tells me that this person that you're friends with is somebody who is very career focused. It may be someone you work with, but they are very passionate. They are very loving. They are very much a really good partner for you. Now, the Five of Cups is basically, I think it's just warning. I think it's a warning to you. And I think the warning is to do not dwell on the negatives. Don't dwell on things that are negative, because it's not going to help you. That's not going to help with all this goodness going on. Don't dwell on the negative. Good, negative. Right? And that's not what you want. You do not want to dwell on that negative. So, I think that's just a card telling you, kind of a warning. Don't do this, because all this is good. This is really good stuff, So don't do that. Don't do this. Don't go from here to here. That's not good. All right. So that's what I see, Playboy Bunny. I think it was pretty okay. Hey, Vanessa Gilbert over on Facebook. How are you? If you have a question, please post it in the comments and I will get to it for sure. I will definitely get to it. All right. So, anyhow, while we are waiting, I just want to remind you all again about Sunday. Sunday at 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Central. The Violet Sage, right here on YouTube and Facebook. The Violet Sage is going to have me as her special guest on her show for 1 hour on Sunday morning. And that's 11 Eastern, 10 o'clock Central, Sunday morning. So keep that in mind. It's coming up pretty quick. Mark the date, right? Save the date. Is that what you get when you go into a wedding? Save the date. So save that date. And if you can't save that one, but wait, there's more. Because on the following Friday, the 19th, 1 week from today, is the Violet Sage is coming here to our show. And it'll be our regular time, 6 o'clock, like every night, 5 o'clock Central. And she will be my special guest. And we'll do readings here. So, if you can't catch us on Sunday morning, you catch us on Friday. If you can't catch us Friday, maybe you can catch us Sunday morning. I figure between the two different times, we can pretty much cover all the time zones in the world where people are awake. I know, because we cover so many here. But yeah, it'll be great. It's going to be a great time. So yeah, the Violet Sage. I'm working on hers, and then she's coming to us. So if anybody can get over there, if anybody, after the show, go to the Violet Sage's page and subscribe to her. Please subscribe to her and click on notifications so you can be notified that, we're starting at 10 Central, 11 Eastern. That'll be a great thing. So, okay. Cool. All right, I got my commercial out of the way. Awesome. CM wants to know. I gave CM time to type. See, I gave her time. Why do I get artist block so often? The same reason I get talking block all the time, where I have to stop and say nothing for a minute and really think before I speak. Really think of the right words I want to use. And sometimes it takes forever for them to come, so I use other words and it's not really what I want to say. But when I figure out what I want to tell you, then I do come up with the right words eventually. So, why do I get that? Probably the same reason you get artist block, Sam. But at least you're artistic. Well, look at how great that is, the world. The world is the ending of your reading. I'm seeing great stuff for you, Sam. I don't see any reason that you should be blocked. I just see artiste everywhere. I see it everywhere. The Page of Wands. It just tells me that you're energetic and motivated and you want to learn new stuff. You want to learn new stuff. So if you feel blocked, I think it's an internal thing. I think it's you internally blocking it. The Two of Pentacles is, again, it's telling us that you're looking, you're trying to multitask. And maybe this is the reason for the block. Maybe this is the reason. Because here I see somebody who is extremely creative, somebody who is excited about life and motivated, right? And I really think that's you. Deep down inside, I know that's you. I think this is the block. I think this is the block, that you are doing too many things at one time. I think you've got too many things going on in your head and too many thoughts and ideas that one can't just break through, right? One idea can't just break on through it, and that's what blocks you. Here I see where you're helping people, you're sharing your gifts, with others. That's great. I see where other people are helping you. They're helping you move forward. They're helping you move up, right? They're not working against you. They're not, I don't see a competition in that card really in this deck. I'm really seeing where you are, being helped to do things by other people. And the world tells me you're going to do well. You're going to be able to complete art. You're going to be able to complete the stuff that you want to work on. Things that you want to happen. You'll be able to complete them. You will get rid of the block. I honestly think the block is here. And I think that block is just too many things, too many thoughts and ideas going on at the same time. Once you narrow it down to one thing that you want to do, the block will be gone. Because the world is at the end, and that's that's success and completion, right? Definitely. So, CM, that's a great reading for you. That's a good reading. I mean, I was happy with that one. I wouldn't be sad if I got that reading. That would be very true. I got a million things go on in my head, and I just don't know which one I should pick from. You just don't seem to get inspired much anymore. Well, let all of us here at the Night Reader Tarot Show, all your friends and family that are here, right? My family of friends. Let us all inspire you. Ooh, Pinky Lee, will you get good news about the trust fund? I hope so. Hint, hint, hint. Oh, speaking of... Okay, so... All right, Pinky, I promise I got your question, and I am going to put it up there right now so I don't forget it, and I won't miss it. So, the dog. The dog was a huge scam. a huge scam. I lost $300 on the deal, which was painful enough. It wouldn't have been painful at all if I actually got the dog, but I got this 4-page email that I was told I had to read. And while I was sitting there reading this email, the first page seemed like it was great, right? The first page, well, you don't know, but I say right all the time, just like obviously. The first page, everything was good. And it took me, it takes me a little bit. I'm reading. And by the time I was done reading the first page, I was completely blocked from every communication possible with this person. Completely blocked from everything. And at the end of the email, they told me if I wanted to have the dog shipped, I had to have pet life insurance on him and I had to pay for it $13,000. Another, on top of my $300, plus a $10 service fee. And that was it. So I had that great card last night, and we had the nice talk about it, and I was all excited, and I showed you pictures and how wonderful he was. Yep, it's not happening. The dog was fake. The whole thing was a big fake. I'm sorry to take up your time, Pinky Lee. But you will get your reading. And you're going to get a great reading, it looks like. The trust fund. Will the trust fund... Will there be good news? Good news about the trust fund. Yes and no. How about if I put it that way? Does that make it... Boy, doesn't that make it easy for me if I just say yes and no to everything. Yes and no. That's okay. Karma knows where they live. Yeah, I don't, but karma does, I guess. Because, I was... two things. Of course, the first thing that went through my head, and I had to tell my wife, of course, and the first thing was heartbreak. I was heartbroken. The Three of Swords. Completely Three of Swords, right? Completely heartbroken. And then after I got in touch with the reality that, all right, I can't be heartbroken forever. I was just embarrassed by my stupidity. I was completely embarrassed, I was completely embarrassed that a man with over 30 years of banking experience let himself get scammed out of $300. Yep, I was embarrassed, and I still am. I'm embarrassed by my stupidity, and that's where I am right now. Okay, will you get good news about the trust fund? Yes and no. Again, I'm going back to that yes and no, Pinky Lee. It's not just a cop-out. It's not the easy way out. Oh, I could just say yes or no to everything, and that would be easy. That would make life easy. Great, right? No. The Ace of Pentacles does show me that there's financial reward and a new financial success. Okay? So that's great. That goes along with the trust fund, right? The Page of Rods is telling me, just like it told CM in the last one, that you are very excited about this. You feel very motivated that things are going to go well. You're willing to do whatever it takes to get things to go good, to go well. Not good, they should go well. The Knight of Cups, our knight in shining armor, shows me that you are going to be courageous. You wear your heart on your sleeve, which is, sometimes it's a good thing. But you're going to be courageous, and that's going to give you good news about the trust fund. The trust fund is going to help you move from, not move physically, like, oh, I'm up and moving my house, or I'm getting a new apartment or something like that, moving across town, nothing like that. It's just going to help you move to a better place in your life. I really think so. I think it's going to help you bridge that gap, right? To make things a little easier for you. Instead of things now, I think it's going to make it easier for you. But then I do see this. I do see the the 7 of rods. And it looks like, yes, there is going to be some type of, I don't want to say fight, because I don't think fight is really the right word for it. I just think that you are going to end up feeling extremely defensive. How about that? I think you feel like you have to be extremely defensive in this whole thing. How about that? Does that make sense? I think that makes sense, and I think that'll end up making sense to you, Pinky. I really do. That's what I see. That's what I get from this reading. There you go. Your family is jealous that you're getting an inheritance, and they're fighting against it. All right, well, you are defensive then. And unfortunately, then it is fighting. It is completely fighting. I didn't really want to go with the fighting idea because I didn't want to have to think that was the case. But, yeah. Most times that card means fighting. But I tried to sugarcoat it a little bit because I didn't want to come right out and say. But, yeah, it is. There's going to be a bit of an issue. There's going to be an issue with it. But I don't think that means you're going to get bad news about it. I think you're still going to get good news. I think all this kind of points to good news. I just think that people's feelings are getting hurt, and that kind of makes them on the offensive and puts you on your heels, right? And makes you defensive. All right, Pinky? That's what I see. It was kind of clear, right? It's really clear. Hello, Kelsey. Kelsey, are you new? I don't remember you, Kelsey, coming in to the show. But if you're new, we are really glad to have you. And if you've been here before, we're glad to have you back. Please hit like. And if you haven't been here before, please subscribe. Please subscribe. I would appreciate that a lot. That would mean a lot. If it's any consolation, I think I might get arrested. Oh, for rescuing 3 abused puppies. The lady who owned them called the police, even though they were starving and running loose in the street. Well, you know what you do? You just call the local animal shelter and tell them, hey, you know what? These dogs were running wild in the street, and you were able to get them together, and and now I'm getting in touch with you guys. You're going to have to come out here and get the dogs. And then the woman's going to have to explain why her dogs are so malnutritioned and so starving, right? Oh, there will be a move, Pinky. Look at that. There will be a move across town. Well, see, then maybe that was it. Maybe that was exactly what that was. I didn't think you were actually going to move, but yeah, if that's it, I think. I know, like I said, I know it will help you. Like I explained in the reading, I think it's going to definitely help you make life easier for yourself. That's for sure. But I think it's gonna, yeah. Then there is actually going to be a move too, just like that card showed. Just like it showed. Well, Kelsey, it is good to have you here. It is really good to have you here. I'm glad you're new. We like having new people come in and find us. This is welcome to my family of friends. Welcome to my family of friends. All right. So, who else has a question? Thank you, Kelsey. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that. Yeah, Christina, it is messed up. It was very messed up. It's not easy when you're on a fixed income. You know, we had saved up to get him. Yeah, we saved up to get a dog, and we were able to save up $300. That was it. And yeah, I should have known. I should have just known better. I was an idiot, and I'm like I said, I'm extremely embarrassed by the stupidity that when I should have known better. Kelsey says her animal control is worthless. The puppies went to a rescue, and the police are mad because I won't return them. I'll get a lawyer if I have to, but I'm scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. We're all behind you. Now, do we all have to come down there and go to court with you? We'll all be there. All right, maybe not everybody. Some people are like in Australia and New Zealand and places like that. So it makes it a little difficult. And I don't know where you are, but that could be tough. Yeah, guys, just don't forget, please hit the like button. Please hit like. Click, click, click. I appreciate that. You can check out my website. You can always check out the website. Don't forget that. nightreadertarot.com. nightreadertarot.com. Yeah, you can find everything you want to know. Everything you need to know about Night Reader Tarot show. And you can book private readings. You can make donations. You can find my Instagram, my Facebook, my YouTube, my email. You guys can get in touch with me anytime through there. I do answer emails, usually really quick, but within 24 hours at least. If something's going on or I'm busy or whatever, at least within 24 hours I'll get back to it. So, yeah. You know what? I'm done. I am done dog looking. I'm not looking at dogs anymore. You know what? I've come to the realization that I have two dogs now. They're old. They're older. I have a 15-year-old Beagle and a 14-year-old Bichon. And yeah, I don't know how much longer they have. You never know, of course. You never even know with a puppy, right? Yeah, you can have a puppy and something could be wrong. But I just, I think we're going to have our hands full over the next year or so. I think we're going to have our hands full with the two that we have, because I think, I don't think it's going to be, they're energetic and they're active, which is great. But, you never know. You never know when something's going to happen. And I am such a worrier that ever since I got my Beagle, all those years ago when he was, he was less than a year old when I got him, I have worried from the day I got him, what am I going to do when he passes away? Pinky, I don't have to go home. I'm home already. Hey, Felix. Felix, it's great to see you. I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. It is good to have you here. Yeah. It is absolutely great to have you here. Yeah. Cool. Good to have you back. Haven't seen you in a while. Have not seen you in a bit, but we are definitely glad you came back. That's for sure. All right, so who else has questions? I know we got on this dog tangent. Some people like them, some don't. Some people probably don't like when I ramble on about things in my own life, but I don't know. For some reason I do it. All right. There you go. Felix says, should I invest in a Oberlo drop shipping business? What is an Oberlo or an Oberlo? What is it? Felix, please share that. Because no matter how many cards I read, I will never figure out what that is. I'll never figure it out. You know what it is? Christina over here said that, I have a good heart, thank you, and I don't need to be embarrassed, but I am. It's a general store. Okay, very good. So should you open a general store drop shipping business? Okay, I get that now. That I get. You know what it is, and I don't want to sound conceited because I'm not. And I don't want to sound like I'm patting myself on the back. But my thing is, I am not deceitful, so I do not see deceit in other people, and they take advantage of me. It makes people very easy. It makes it easy for other people to take advantage of me because I don't see that deceit, because I don't believe, because that's not the way I am. I'm a very honest person. I'm very upfront. I'm very open and honest. I tell people things, I share probably way too much than I should. I am, I'm kind of like the Knight of Cups. Not really the Prince Charming part, but the wearing the heart on the sleeve part. So, yeah, I don't see the deceit by other people, and they get one over on me. Happens all the time, unfortunately. All right. So, should you invest in this Oberlo dropshipping business? So I would say you need to sleep on it. I think you really need to, I would say meditate. I don't know if you actually meditate or not. That's up to you, but I think you need to sleep on it and think about it. All right. I still think it's in the planning stage, and I think that you still need to really have some seriously deep thoughts on it. You do meditate, perfect. Then that's what I would suggest. Meditate on it, because you've got this card here and the Ace of Wands here. This is the Four of Swords, right? And then the Ace of Wands. The Four of Swords, of course, tells me meditation and rest are what you need. That'll give you some renewal. The Ace of Wands is telling me that, yes, there is new potential. There are some great ideas. There's new inspirational ideas coming. But it's going to take some rest and meditation to get there, to find out what those ideas are and what the best way to go about it is. Right? So, but the magician is telling me, something great. It's telling me that you're going to take initiative, and you are very much, all right, that's not the right words at all. You'll be a natural at this. Okay, how about that? That's a better way of putting it, I think. You will be a natural at this. You will be really good at it, and you will take the initiative to make this happen. I really think so. The Page of Wands is showing me, again, motivation, energy, high energy, a lot of encouragement, a lot of inspiration, and learning new skills. So, all these things so far leading up tell me, yeah, you should do it, but you got to really think about it first. You have to really think it through completely. I mean, there's a lot to think about when you want to open a new business, right? Right? There is a lot to think about, and I think that's something you still need to finish doing. I'm sure you've thought about this for a while already, but there's details that you still want to think about. How about that? Does that make sense to you? The King of Cups is telling me that you are going to be a very smart leader. You're going to lead people at this job, employees that you have. You are going to lead them with your, because you're smart, because you're taking the initiative, and because you are really kind of in touch with your emotions. And because you're in touch with your emotions, everybody else will end up feeling that. Everybody who works for you will feel that, right? So I really do think this is going to be great. I do think it's going to be good. Again, like I said, there's some really fine details that you need to meditate on and think about and figure out. I see Kitty Cat's been telling you all kinds of stuff about it. So, obviously there's other stuff that you may not have thought about that you want to think about. And that's what this is telling you. But the rest of it is telling me that yes, once you finally do it, things will go well. Things will go really well. The Magician is really a good card for that. It tells me that you're going to be very resourceful. That card, right? Because you can use all the resources of all the different suits, the cups and the wands and the swords and the pentacles. You'll be able to use it all. You'll be able to work with money and, everything that goes with it. So, all right. So that's what I got for you, Felix. I think I think it's pretty good. I think it's right where you want to be. I just think you need to hold off a little bit. Just hold off a little. All right. Cool. That was a good reading. That was really good for you, actually. I think it was good. I didn't see anything bad. Okay. I don't have any more questions hanging out, and I am done. It's 7:00. Time to rock. All right. So we've come to the end of a Friday evening. Come to an end of the Friday evening show, live show number 91. We're only 9 away from 100. Don't forget, please don't forget, if you guys can, please make the show over at the Violet Sage's page, show, the Violet Sage on Facebook or YouTube, either one. And I will be her special guest this Sunday morning, 11 Eastern, 10 Central. Okay? And if you can't make it to that, because I know time zones are crazy all around the world, and I understand, then on our regular show here, on Friday the 19th, a week from today, I'll have the Violet Sage here with me. So, and that'll be just our regular time, 6:00 Eastern, 5:00 Central. All right, so I'll be her guest on Sunday, and she'll be my guest on the following Friday. And we're going to have some great, great shows. They are going to be great. I mean, we've been in discussions about it, and we're really, all of us are very excited. So it's going to be a good time. Don't forget, if you get a chance, go to the website, nightreadertarot.com. All right. Everyone have a good evening, and I will see you all. I'll be back here tomorrow night at 6:00, and we will talk again, my friends. All right. Have a good night. Thank you so much. Bye now.